Our very next bout for the night is a light heavyweight encounter over 6 rounds. John Power, a.k.a. Power for Power, comes up against George Akoto of the Charles Quarty Boxing Gym. Officials for this one, judges, David Netty, Daniel Ablometi, and Richard Gatti. Referee is referee Nikwe Koti. Officials once again, judges, David Netty, Daniel Ablometi, Richard Gatti. Referee is Nikwe Koti. This one is a light heavyweight contest over 6 rounds. John Power comes up against George Akoto. Fights out of the blue corner. Please welcome from the Charles Quarty Boxing Gym, George Akoto. And now welcoming into the ring the boxer who fights out of the red corner. Please welcome the boxer nicknamed Power for Power, John Power. Live from the SG Mall, live also on those media houses, iBox TV, Eastbourne TV, Donus Corner, One Boxing Live, KA Sports, and also UTV. This one is a light heavyweight contest over 6 rounds. Officials once again, judges, David Netty, Daniel Ablometi, Richard Gatti. Officials are ready, and now the boxers. First, fighting out of the blue corner, he trains out of the Charles Quarty Boxing Gym. He is clad tonight in gold and black outfit with black boots to match. He weighed in at 176 pounds. He is a boxer with a fighting record of 3 fights, 3 wins, no losses, no draws. All of the 3 wins coming by way of knockout. The boxer nicknamed Timer. And tonight he's accompanied into the ring by head coach or assistant trainer of Charles Quarty Gym, Coach Ernest Ofori, a.k.a. Gaddafi. Please welcome the Timer, George Akoto. And his adversary across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He is clad in white outfit and black boots to match. He weighed in at 175 pounds, training out of the Choco Champions Boxing Gym. He is the boxer who is managed by Gordon Frimpong's Osibo Boxing Management. Fighting record, a perfect one. 10 fights, 10 wins, no losses, no draws. All of the 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the boxer nicknamed Power for Power, the man, John Power. Nikwe Koti.
Okay, guys, you know the rules. Protect yourself at all times. You obey my command. You fight hard, but I need you to fight clean. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Ready for our second fight of the night is the knockout specialist, John Power. He has won all 9 professional fights by stoppage, and he's here chasing victory number 10. Can he do it by the knockout once again? Is John Power in the white and black with the opponent Akoto, and George Akoto, that is, in the yellow and black shorts. The action begins here in the opening round. Power goes to the body. You can hear the fans in the background cheering for John Power, but there are also others also cheering for Akoto. It's the showdown in Kumasi. Boxing championship sanctioned by the Ghana Boxing Authority, whose officials we have here supervising the show here today. So, John Power versus Akoto. Round number 1. Both boxers apparently sizing each other at this stage of this tournament, by his Power, who is landing more of the shots. Tutu with the left jab. Power retains the favor. Tutu goes again. Power goes to the body. So the action continues in the opening round. It's our fight number 2 of tonight's show here from the SG Mall in Kumasi. Is fight 19 Osekro. This is the second time in a space of 3 months that Ostipo Promotions are staging a fight show here in the Ashanti regional capital. This is part of their long-term goal to establish Kumasi as a boxing base match to rival Accra, where most often we see all the fights in Ghana. Meanwhile, John Power and Akoto exchanging punches as round number 1 comes to a halt here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying tuned with us. We are back here at the SG Mall in Kumasi following a slight technical hitch with our lighting system. We continue here with round number 2. It's John Power versus Akoto. Here in a light heavyweight bout scheduled for 8 rounds. John Power is a man who has won all 9 of his fights by KO, and he is looking for victory number 10 here tonight. fierce exchanges there between the two fighters. So the action continues here in round number 2. I think so. It's John Power vs. Akoto, round number 2. Akoto with a right to the body. He goes again, but it's John Power who is throwing more of the hefty punches here in this fight so far. Akoto doing everything possible not to allow Power to come within his range. It's an even affair here. As the show continues in round number 2. Power with some powerful punches there. But Akoto stands firm. There sounds the bell for round number 2. Round 3. John Power, the Ghana-based Nigerian, against George Akoto, who I think is fighting from the Charles Quarty Boxing Foundation, out of the Charles Quarty gym. Beautiful combination and powerful punches to the body there from George Akoto. He tries multiple hooks there, but there appears to be no much power in there at this point. John Power still trying to figure out how to take care of business here. And that is a very good left jab there from John Power. Power with a right one there. He nearly caught Akoto, but Power appears determined to go a step further than he has done so far in this bout, which is in round number 3 at this point in time. You are live from the SG Mall in Kumasi. The boxing community have traveled all the way from Accra to come and entertain fight fans here in the Ashanti regional capital. And it's been a good show so far. We saw the first fight ending round 2 victory for Thomas Laye, the army officer. And we currently have John Power versus George Akoto in round number 3. Akoto attacks, but John Power retains the favor. Akoto throws but wouldn't land. He goes again. Akoto again. He's the one doing all the work here in round number 3. Power still weighing his options as it appears. Oh, there goes Akoto again. He goes to the body. George Akoto, the man in the yellow with the black trimmings, against John Power in the white and black. It's a light heavyweight contest scheduled for 8 rounds. Osibo Promotions here in Kumasi. The Showdown in Kumasi, they call it. Still, we are in round 3. Power versus Akoto. As we wind down the final seconds of this 3rd round. Who will win this particular fight? We are back with round 4. Power versus Akoto. Light heavyweight contest scheduled for 8. This is halfway through the fight. And it's still very even here. Nothing can separate these two boxers. I thank God so much I'm not one of the judges scoring this bout, because so far it has been very difficult to separate the two fighters. Left from Akoto, left in response from Power, but Akoto landing more of the better jabs here in round 4. Akoto gradually warming himself into this fight, giving John Power the competition he's never previously faced, perhaps. But many believe Power is destined for greatness, and just a test. And you can see him going with multiple combinations there to the body. But there comes back Akoto, the man in the yellow and black, George Akoto. Akoto again goes to the body, but Power responds. It's Akoto versus Power. Who runs away with the victory here tonight? So, the show continues unabated here at the LG Mall in Kumasi, the 2nd city of Ghana. And multiple jabs landed there for George Akoto. He does it once again. Akoto dominating the fight here in this round, if you ask me. And that was another good jab there from Akoto. John Power appears to be in a bit of a trouble here, but we'll see as we saw him land another powerful right there. But Akoto is unshaken. Power goes with the left. Power attacks once again. It's John Power in the white versus Akoto in the yellow. Showdown in Kumasi. Fight number 2, and there goes the bell for round number 4. Round number 5 continues here. Gradually, the fight, and that was a very good right jab there again from George Akoto, who attacks his opponent once again. But Power responds with some powerful shots there. But Akoto landing very good, jabs there from the man in the yellow. But Power also comes to the body. Oh, that was a very terrific good combination there from George Akoto. Akoto, the man in the blue corner, punishing his opponent, but it appears both of them are exchanging power punches here in the corner. is a light heavyweight contest. We are in round number 5 of 8. It's Osibo Promotions presenting the Showdown in Kumasi. The crowd are getting excited. You can hear some of the fans of John Power in the background praying, calling him out. Knock him out. You've done it before. They are used to it. They've seen him knock out all his previous opponents before this evening. And he could yet still do it again as the fight enters the final minute of this round number 5. So the action continues. If you are just joining us, we are at the SG Mall in Kumasi, not so far out away from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, here called Eija, suburb of Kumasi. And we are on to our second fight of the night. It's a light heavyweight contest featuring the man in the white, John Power, against the man in the yellow, George Akoto. It's been 5 rounds of, even contest here. And round number 5 also comes to a halt. Round 6. It's getting tense here because the fans of both boxers are getting restless. And you can see 2 powerful shots there from John Power to begin this round 6. Power versus Akoto. Power opponents, his man, he doing some good work there. But Akoto quickly gets out of the way to, reorganize himself. But Power still on the offensive here in round number 6. He's scheduled for 8. And it's been a close affair so far between 2 boxers who are both determined not to allow the opponent to get the better of them. Power goes with punches there, but Akoto is also quick to respond. It's a give and take affair through 6 rounds, and it's still the same here. The judges obviously will have very big problems scoring this fight, but that's what they are made. They've trained for. Good jabs there from Akoto, who is doing his best to hit and not get hit. Power keeps, chasing the opponent, but Akoto is a man who is landing the punches at this point if they appear not to be so powerful even. Power weighing his options, taking his time, cornering his opponent now. And Akoto clinches for dear life. Perhaps it could be true what some of the fans are saying in the background that he is tired. But the action continues here in round number 6. You are live on K Sports Boxing from the SG Mall, the plush, the exquisite SG Mall here in Kumasi. Akoto's work rate has dropped significantly in this round number 6 from what we saw of him in previous rounds. Both boxers, in fact, appear to be worn out as round number 6 also comes to a close. We are back with round 7. 2 more rounds, including this one, for this show particular fight to come to an end. John Mbanugu, that is his real name, but he is known simply as John Power because he goes by the nickname Power for Power. He has won all 10 previous of his pro fights. He has won all 10 previous of his pro fights. I was telling you it was 9. No, he had won 10. So this is fight number 11 of his pro career. All previous 10 have come by KO. He is the KO specialist, but today, George Akoto is determined to, go the distance with John Power, who his fans and his team will have to agree that he equally needs, to go the distance to also get it. And that was a very good left jab there from George Akoto. Akoto doing so well for himself. He goes to the body once again. Akoto appeared to have been worn out at the end of round 6, but he has come out here in 7 with full force. And you could see he landed another 2 punches there, the right and the left. He goes to the body again, but Power keeps chasing him and trying to, punch his way through this, what looks like a tough opponent. Final 1 minute of round number 7 here at the LG Mall in Kumasi. George Akoto in the yellow, frustrating John Power in Mbanugu in the white. This is a light heavyweight contest scheduled for 8 rounds. Fight number 2 of tonight's show here in Kumasi, Ashanti region of Ghana. And Akoto appeared to have been in some kind of trouble there. Referee intervened, but quickly has, giving the go-ahead for the 2 boxers to continue the show here in round number 7 as we count down to the final 15 seconds of this penultimate round of this contest. And that was a very good right jab there from John Power, sorry. And round 7 has come to a close. So we are down to the final round here in this particular fight, our fight number 2 of a hugely stacked bill here at the LG Mall in Kumasi. John Mbanugu, the man they call John Power, in the white, against George Akoto in the yellow. In fact, the two boxers are both undefeated. Akoto also boasts a career record of 3 victories in 3 fights. So who's goes here in this particular fight?
Samuel Ajay and Okasha Sami will get ready for the next bout of the night. Samuel Ajay, Okasha Sami will get ready for the next bout of the night. Samuel Ajay.
Left jab there from John Mbanugu. He tries a powerful right, but George Akoto weathers the storm as we continue here in the final round of this particular encounter. Who runs away with the victory? Is it going to be John Mbanugu, the man in the white, or George Akoto, the man in the yellow? Light heavyweight encounter over 8 rounds. The final minute of that particular 8th round in which we are now, the final minute of this particular fight, is still an open fight. Who wins this particular fight? Is the final 30 seconds here. As John Paul tries to finish with a flurry by George Akoto, who is landing the better of the punches, even as the fight whittles down the final 6 seconds here. And there goes the bell for the end of this fight.
This bill is still brought to you by Osibo Boxing Promotions, and we are live from the gym of this one as the Showdown in Kumasi. And our officials once again are dignitaries over here. We have the GBA President Abraham Kota-Nikwe, ringside Dr. Courage Morty, and we have a very special guest in our midst. He is the board member of Pacific Savings and Loans Kumasi. Please put your hands together for Mr. Isaac Aite Kwe. And now to the verdict for this very exhilarating affair. Judge number 1 scored the bout 76-75 for John Power. Judge number 2 scored the bout 77-75 to George Akoto. And judge number 3 scored the bout 77-77. This bout is declared a split draw.